Welcome to Better Today with Alex Merced, where we talk about improving your life by working on your relationships, knowledge, skills, and health, by allocating your time to development, maintenance, and leisure of those things. If you enjoy the show, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/AlexMerced. Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced and welcome to another episode of Better Today, giving you tips and advice on how to be better today. Now today I want to talk about just sort of a strategy for getting yourself out of a rut. Whenever you feel like you're lacking motivation or you just can't get yourself, or you just feel like stuck. Discomfort. Because what happens is that when you're comfortable in life and everything's kind of all right, it's kind of hard to get yourself motivated to do things because you're okay. The times where I've been the most productive is generally when I've sort of wanted to see when I want to see the most change in my life because I'm not happy with the way things are. So for example, when I was in college, so I think I was 20 at this point, what happened is I was a resident advisor in my college, and I at the same time was also a concert promoter. So I'd also promote concerts on the side to make some extra money on the side, but mainly to see all my favorite bands because I didn't drive. So the only way I'd be able to see all my favorite bands was to organize shows with them in college. So there's another tip. When you can't do things the traditional way, find a way around them. So what happens is that there was essentially a conflict of interest between me promoting shows, oftentimes at bars, versus the campus not wanting to promote alcohol use. So eventually, they let me go as a resident advisor, which mean I didn't have to leave campus, but to stay on campus, then I would have to pay for room and board. So I decided to leave campus, and basically, I still had money for room and board. I had $3,000, and I could go rent an apartment and spend it on that. But I wanted to kind of redeem myself in a sense. So I basically chose to be homeless and use that money with a friend of mine who just got out of a long-time relationship that he kind of had a chip on his shoulder as well. And we decided to get together and start a gaming store. When I was growing up in Connecticut, there used to be a LAN gaming center where everyone would get together and they'd pay per hour to play Counter-Strike. And I was like, there's nothing like that here in Bowling Green, Ohio. How about we make something like that? And then we ended up getting mentorship from a comic book store in Sandusky, Ohio. And we ended up putting together with $10,000 of capital. Basically, I had my $3,000 plus another $2,000 in credit cards. And my buddy put up a similar mix of capital. And a few months later, we had a comic book store. But I was homeless that entire time. I was sleeping on couches, living in a windmill. And that drive to get out of that situation allowed us to get that store up quicker because I just kind of didn't want to be waiting too long in that situation. So sometimes discomfort or putting yourself not in an ideal situation can push you to do what you need to do. Okay? Basically putting constraints on yourself that you don't want, because then you're going to want to optimize and figure out ways to get out of those constraints. So that's sort of the advice for today, to kind of push yourself to do new things and reach new heights that you never thought you would reach. So my name is Alex Merced. This is an episode of Better Today. And if you enjoy this podcast, please leave a positive review on iTunes and tell your friends about it. Also like the Facebook page. Look up Alex Merced, basically daily motivation and productivity. It's a Facebook page where I put motivational messages and productivity tips like that. Leave a positive review and thank you very much.